CBS 2 News at 5 a.m.
Racial tensions heighten in one community after 3 Latinas say a group of African Americans attacked them. This morning, a live report.
Talk about your super celebration as the Indianapolis Colts win their first ever Super Bowl championship, and wait until you see the Super Bowl 41 aftermath. We'll show you more.
And new Iraqi commander takes over in the battle for Iraq as violence rocks Baghdad. Plus, here at home, lawmakers face off over President Bush's troop buildup.
You and I want to bet with these two. We'll be talking about that this morning. Good morning. Hope you had a good weekend. Welcome to CBS 2 News at 5 a.m. I'm Ken Shocknet.
I'm Suzanne Rico, along with Henry DiCarlo and Vera Jimenez. Thanks for joining us this Monday morning, February 5th.
Let's get right to our big story in our 5 o'clock hour. New information is expected this morning in a violent physical attack that's raising racial tensions in South Los Angeles. Latino and African American leaders have spent the weekend looking to find a way to ease those tensions. Today, they hope to make some real progress. Let's check in right now. CBS 2's Carter Evans is live in Inglewood to explain. Carter, good morning.
Good morning, Kent. Students and teachers going to be talking about this one today. Racial tension, a big issue here after 3 female students were allegedly beaten up last week. Over the weekend, community leaders met to discuss this one to try and figure out ways to ease the racial tension in this area. Last week near Inglewood High, 3 Latina teens say they were walking home when they were allegedly attacked by a large group of African Americans shouting racial slurs. It continued until a neighbor put a stop to it.
They were just hitting us, kicking us and punching us and everything. Thank God that lady came outside and helped us out. If it would have been for her, I think, maybe even worse would have happened.
Up until now, Inglewood police say they have had no comment on this investigation, but that will all change today. We are expecting to hear from investigators sometime later this morning. Live from Inglewood, I'm Carter Evans, CBS 2 News.
Thank you for that, Carter. Now it's time for your 2-View Doppler morning weather forecast. Good morning, everyone. Hope you're having a fine Monday. I know it's early and you're just trying to get things started. We're going to start you out. Santa Monica looking clear, looking beautiful, and feeling warm, at least for this time of the day, this time of the year. 61 degrees right now downtown. Keep in mind, Thursday, our high was 58. We're already starting at 61. And look at this. We have a good chance of setting some records today. The heat will be on. We are cooler tomorrow, still warm, but we're also talking about a chance of some showers creeping back in your forecast. So there is a lot to talk about weather-wise, including these warm conditions. I'll let you know how warm it gets. We'll do that in a few minutes. Right now, we need to talk traffic. Here's Vera with a look at Time Saver Traffic.
Thank you, Henry, and good morning, everyone. Starting off with a pretty quiet morning so far. No incidents or accidents to report along the southbound side of the 605. You're looking at least 45, 50 miles per hour as you come away from the 60 and work your way southbound towards the 5. The 5 is also in great shape. They've wrapped up all the construction along the northbound side of the 5 as you make your way out of Buena Park towards Santa Fe Springs. Southbound side of the 710 towards Long Beach looks great. So does the northbound side. The 110 into downtown Los Angeles remains trouble-free, and it's going to take you about 16 minutes to travel the distance between the 215 and the 15 along the westbound side of the 10 through Fontana. Rubidoux is also in fantastic shape. And what about a live look outside? We'll leave you with this. This is a look of the 5 right around Slauson, both north and southbound. As you can see, the volume's still really light and moving at top speeds there. And that's a look at Time Saver Traffic. And Suzanne, back to you.
All right, Vera, thanks for that. At 5:02, football fans are still living it up this morning after the Indianapolis Colts become the champions of Super Bowl 41. This morning, CBS 2's Karen Brown has more.
For Colts fans, the morning headline says it all. Their team's Super Bowl win over the Chicago Bears brought a grown man to tears and warmed the hearts of fans who braved single-digit temperatures to celebrate in the streets of Indianapolis.
Like last time he got picked, here he's going along, and a man wide open.
The Colts were led to victory with an MVP performance by quarterback Peyton Manning. Long considered one of the league's best, he now has a trophy to prove it.
And we truly got this as a team, and I'm proud to be a part of it.
For Indianapolis coach Tony Dungy, the championship makes history. He is the first ever African-American head coach to win a Super Bowl.
It's complete joy and just so proud.
There was definitely a third entity playing in Super Bowl 41. We are talking about Mother Nature. All of this rain made for a very unpredictable game.
A slippery ball led to fumbles and miscues for both sides.
It was really wet. I mean, you couldn't get no wetter. It's like taking a shower.
But the rain didn't stop the Colts from raining over the game, and it didn't quiet the Indy cheerleaders rooting them on.
We just loved it. We had such a good time.
For Bears fans, the weather washed away any hopes of a championship for now.
The guys fought hard the whole time, didn't quit, and we're going to be back here next year.
For the Colts and their fans, this is the year. In Miami, Karen Brown, CBS 2 News.
Here at home, police out in force overnight with a DUI crackdown to keep Super Bowl partiers who might have been under the influence off the roads. Officers set up one DUI checkpoint in Glendale, looking for drivers who didn't get the message about drinking and driving.
Let me just get your registration, proof of insurance, sir. We're conducting a DUI checkpoint right now, sir. We're just making sure people aren't drinking and driving.
The object is for public safety. If we can cut down on the amount of people that drink and drive, that's the ultimate goal.
And here in Glendale, police did arrest one suspected drunk driver, also caught drivers without licenses, without insurance, and with marijuana.
More snow is in the forecast today in areas still digging out of record-breaking winter weather. A winter blast slammed northwest Michigan with a record 8 inches over the weekend. Temperatures got as low as 25 degrees below zero. Families were out and about trying to clear sidewalks and driveways so they don't get too bogged down.
It's got to get done, so it's not a big deal. You step up a plate and do what you got to do.
Freezing temperatures and snow are in the forecast now for the rest of the week.
The time now 5:05, and overseas this morning in the battle for Iraq, an Iraqi general takes charge of a new effort to curb sectarian bloodshed in the capital. The move comes today as Iraqis continue picking through the rubble after bombings on Saturday and Sunday claimed more than 200 lives in Baghdad alone. And now a senior American official on site says the major security crackdown by American and Iraqi forces will begin very soon in Baghdad. Meanwhile, the U.S. command is ordering tactical changes in flight operations. That move comes as officials acknowledge 4 American helicopters lost in the past 2 weeks. They were brought down by enemy fire. Here at home today, President Bush's new war strategy is headed for a showdown in Congress. The Senate is gearing up for a test vote today on a resolution opposing the troop buildup in Iraq.
Actor Ryan O'Neal has been arrested and is now facing assault charges. Police arrested O'Neal at his Malibu home over the weekend after an apparent argument between O'Neal and his son Griffin. O'Neal was arrested for assault with a deadly weapon and firing a gun. Neighbors had little to say.
Cars going by and that's all I heard. But I didn't know where it came from. I'm sorry.
A friend of Griffin O'Neal was hurt during the argument, but police say she was not shot. 65-year-old Ryan O'Neal was booked and released on $50,000 bail.
An actor who played a prison inmate on a television show this morning is facing real-life charges. It all started with a dispute over the weekend, Saturday night, at a New York nightclub called Bed. Police say 43-year-old Granville Adams from the HBO series Oz shoved a man against an elevator door. The impact jarred the doors open. The victim, 35-year-old Orlando Valle, fell to his death. Adams now has been arraigned already for criminally negligent homicide. He's free this morning on $5,000 bail.
We are hearing for the first time the 911 call made after a Las Vegas priest allegedly attacked a female church employee last month. She tells the 911 operator what was going on.
Help me.
This is the fire department. What happened? Did you fall?
No, I got beaten up.
You got beaten up, okay.
Horribly, my hair has been pulled out of my head.
Okay. Where's the person who did this to you?
I don't. He's going to kill himself.
Where is the person who did this to you?
He left.
Which way did he go? And you're bleeding from your head?
I'm bleeding from everywhere.
The woman said she was sitting at her desk when Reverend George Shaneen broke a wine bottle over her head and started choking and groping her. Shaneen escaped to Arizona where he was caught. He now faces extradition tomorrow.
It is February. That means Black History Month. As part of the celebration here at home, Los Angeles Mayor Antonio Villaraigosa taking part in a special worship service. This event in South LA at the Brookins Community AME Church. Mayor Villaraigosa, joined by city council members as well as members of the congregation. The mayor delivered the opening greeting called Remembering Our Ancestors, Empowering Our Community.
It is one small step for women, one giant leap for womankind. Astronaut Sunita Williams has now spent more time doing spacewalks than any other woman. That's 22 hours and 27 minutes. Her record includes 3 spacewalks. Yesterday, she was outside the International Space Station for more than 7 hours, helping to upgrade the station's cooling system.
That is a long time, just one walk alone, for not being able to take a break.
Sounds like she can do it all.
It's 5:09 right now. Neighbors picking up the pieces after that deadly string of tornadoes and storms flattened everything in their path. This morning, new information on the cleanup coming up.
And stunning new details this morning from the controversial O.J. Simpson book, If I Did It. Coming up, excerpts from the transcript of the now canceled book.
Later, it's a new way for diabetics to test blood sugar levels. We'll show you how it works a little bit later on.
Go ahead, pull them out of the drawer. You can wear your shorts today. It's going to be warm. I'll have your forecast coming up in a few minutes.
And here are the top stories right now on CBS2.com. Check out our must-see video, Ride the Tequila Express. And remember, CBS 2 is always on.
For an in-depth look at what's happening, turn on KNX 1070 News Radio. Think responsibly. KNX 1070 News Radio.
An Accord can reflect many things. A higher standard of fuel economy, a commitment to a lower cost of ownership, a forward-thinking approach to design, and a total appreciation for the pure pleasure of driving. The Accord from Honda. You might say it's the perfect reflection of you.
Lease a Honda Accord for $199 a month for well-qualified customers.
I'm hungry, and I'm not going to starve myself anymore. I'm hungry, and I'm not going to starve myself anymore.
I'm hungry, and I'm not going to starve myself anymore.
Why diet hungry? Exercise, cut calories, and eat post-shredded wheat with 100% whole wheat fiber.
I'm hungry, and I'm not.
Experts say foods rich in fiber can help keep you satisfied while you lose weight. Post-shredded wheat. Why diet hungry?
Big game comes the big sale at Wix Furniture. Relax in total comfort with this 3-piece 100% leather reclining sectional. Now just $17.99. Or buy select lane recliners and get one free. All with 5 years free interest. Get a scratch and win card at any Wix showroom for valuable discounts and the chance to win free furniture. Every card is a winner. Hurry to Wix now through Tuesday and get your furniture in time for the game, because this sale isn't going into overtime.
Oh, you beautiful doll, you. Oh, hello there. I'm John O'Hurley. You know, at Agua Caliente Casino and Rancho Mirage and Spa Resort Casino in Palm Springs, you have to rehearse a little before a big night out. Just pucker your lips and say, oh. Oh. See what I mean?
Oh.
Agua Caliente Casino and Spa Resort Casino. Twice the excitement. Who cares what happens in Vegas?
See how worry-free a certified used Toyota is with a 3-month, 3,000-mile comprehensive warranty. Best new cars make the best used cars at your Toyota dealer. Toyota, moving forward.
Good morning to you. It's 5:12 on this back to work, back to school, post-Super Bowl Monday. We're live in Long Beach, and we've got a clear day on tap. Wait till you hear Henry's details. If you are flying out this morning from Long Beach, John Wayne, Ontario, or of course LAX, you might have some flight delays into Chicago O'Hare or LaGuardia, both weather-related. Henry will be by to explain.
It's time for your 2-View Doppler morning weather forecast. We're going to take you out to Chicago. Hey, they have clear skies there, but don't let it fool you. There may not be snow, but look at this, the wind chill, minus 24 below yesterday. The cold weather didn't keep everyone indoors, though. Some decided to just bundle up and brave it. The frigid temperatures due to an Arctic blast. We're going to show you that coming up. And a lot of these people obviously trying to get out before the game yesterday. I'm sure it was even much cooler than the temperature, as it was a tough night for them. Hey, but you know what? It's okay. By Wednesday, they're going to warm up to about 10 degrees. You feel a little guilty? Of course you don't. Look at this. You can see there's not a lot of action as far as rain or snow is concerned in through the Great Lakes, but we're driving in all that cold air. So that will continue for the next few days, and the rain will continue over the next couple of days in the deep south in through Florida. But let's talk about our weather. It is all good, and it is warm today. Look at this, 61 already. I mentioned earlier at the top of the newscast, on Thursday, our downtown high was 56. We've already got that beat. We're going to make a run into the 80s. We have a good chance of setting some records throughout Southern California today. Saturday, 63 right now in Santa Monica. In fact, I'm forecasting 86 for a high today. Record for today is 84, so we have a good chance of topping that. Yesterday's record, by the way, was 91 degrees. We made it into the upper 80s, but that 91 a little high, and we didn't quite get there today. A different story for us. Look at the big ridge of high pressure, and that high pressure giving us that strong offshore flow. This is the last day for this offshore flow. In fact, those of you along the coast will start to cool down later in the afternoon as we'll start to see more of an onshore push, and that will signal some changes. But in the meantime, for today, record highs are forecasted for most of our inland valleys. We will make a run. Riverside near 90, Ontario 87, Yorba Linda near 90, 83 in Long Beach. Across the board, very warm temperatures. Even the desert and the mountain areas warming up by a good 10 degrees above average. So record highs 86, cooler tomorrow, still nice 74, and then we start to slide back into the mid-60s with a shot of some rain by Sunday. Well, here's Vera now. She's going to give you a quick check on your traffic.
And good morning, Henry. It's time saver traffic through the Corona area. I can't give you an 85, and well, it wouldn't be wise if I did. But I can try to give you a 65 here and there. Here's a look at the Corona Drive. Crowded but moving. I would say at least 40 miles per hour here. This is right around Surface Club as you head west along the 91. Let's go ahead and go over to the maps. We do have a brand new problem for you. This is going to be along the 405, which this isn't. This is the southeast side of the 101. There you go. Northbound side of the 405, just before you get to the 118 interchange in the San Fernando Valley. There is a crash there tying up at least one lane. That's what's going on there. Southbound side of the 14 running at top speeds as you make your way through the Santa Clarita Valley. Again, for the southbound 5, you can pretty much expect the same sort of conditions in Orange County. No incidents or accidents to report. Everything's still looking great for you, especially along the southbound side of the 57 as you come away from Diamond Bar and work your way southbound towards the 22 interchange. The 5 as you make your way out of Anaheim in towards Santa Ana, also looking fine, and no troubles to report for the 22 or the 405 NOC. And that's a look at time saver traffic. Ken Suzanne, back to you.
Vera, thank you for that. At 5:15, we have breaking news out of Westminster, where police are looking for a gunman who opened fire on officers. Right now, we want to take you live to the barricade where police closed in on an area. We are told police are called to the intersection of 13th Street and Pacific because of a fight involving about a dozen people. Again, here's a live look for you. You can see the SWAT logo right there. When police arrived, everyone scattered. Officers followed one suspect into an apartment, and that's when someone fired at them. Police evacuated dozens of people from the 78,000 block of 13th Street while they now look for the gunman. We'll have more on this breaking story throughout the morning.
And more breaking news right here, and you're looking at it live. It's 8:16 back on the East Coast, and take a look at this. This is Seabright, New Jersey, where firefighters are trying to contain and put out this huge fire in a condominium complex here in Seabright. It's called the Fountain Complex. It's off State Route 36 there in Jersey. And look at this, firefighters directing jets of water right onto this burning building. They've got aerial trucks in the area. You can see how close it is to the coastline. There's the beach right there, the top part of your screen. Let's go ahead and zoom back in right here one more time if we can. No word on the cause of this fire. We don't know about any casualties. Police dispatchers saying they're so busy right now they can't answer questions for us, but you can see this is a big fire that's burning this morning in Seabright, New Jersey. And on the other side of the world, Australia is cleaning up this morning after heavy rains have drenched the northern part of the country. There's been a big flood rescue as rescuers had to pluck one man from raging waters by a helicopter. Take a look. Richard Childs had gone out on a swollen river with some friends in a small boat. It flipped over. He went into the water. He had to cling to a tree for an hour and a half before rescuers finally were able to get to him safely.
And how hard was it to hang on to that tree branch?
Pretty full on. I just held onto it for dear life. As soon as I hit the water, I took off with the current. So if I wasn't attached to the aircraft, I would have been travelled a couple of k's down.
That's the rescuer. He finally managed to get a harness around Childs and haul him up to the helicopters you're seeing right here. Childs' friends were able to get out of the water safely on their own.
There's a difficult cleanup job ahead today in Florida in the wake of Friday's deadly tornadoes. The victims were remembered at the start of the Super Bowl in Miami. This morning, CBS 2's Jennifer Miller has the latest.
Ladies and gentlemen, please join us for a moment of silence.
Before the biggest football game of the year, players and fans paused to honor the 20 Floridians who lost their lives when 3 tornadoes tore across the central part of the state. Since Friday, chainsaws and dump trucks have been working overtime to clear the debris of about 1,300 homes and buildings damaged or destroyed by the twisters.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Governor Charlie Crist, dealing with his first natural disaster since taking office, canceled plans to go to the Super Bowl and made the rounds to thank those helping with the response and recovery.
It's very heartwarming to see that kind of outpouring of support. A lot more volunteers than victims.
This pile of rubble is all that remains of the Lady Lake Church of God. But as promised by the pastor, the loss of this building didn't stop Sunday services.
On Christ the solid rock I stand.
More than 100 parishioners gathered under sunny skies to sing, pray, and give thanks.
It was probably a blessing that this was not a named storm, and because people from mobile homes usually come here and stay during the storm.
That this church was constructed to withstand a Category 4 hurricane is a testament to the tornado's strength.
God has great plans for us. It's going to be even bigger and better.
The congregation not only wants to rebuild the church, they're also eager to rebuild their community. In Lady Lake, Florida, Jennifer Miller, CBS 2 News.
This morning, stunning new details about O.J. Simpson's failed book deal, the book called If I Did It. A transcript has surfaced of his interview in which he talked about how he might have murdered his ex-wife, Nicole Brown Simpson, and her friend Ron Goldman. The New York Times is reporting Simpson says at one point, and here's a quote, "As things got heated, I just remember Nicole fell and hurt herself, and this guy got into a karate thing." Later, Simpson says, again quoting, "I remember I grabbed the knife." After a public outcry, Simpson's television interview and the book it was intended to promote both were scrapped.
Time is 5:20 this Monday morning. A marina on the move. We're going to show you why it's being located.
Also, a new way to manage diabetes, but it's a costly one. We'll explain the pros and cons coming up.
Yeah, those are hot.
Plus, who had the best Super Bowl commercial this year? They're worth millions to advertisers, and we're going to dissect them all. That story coming your way, new at 5:30.
Let's hit the roads this morning and look at where the traffic is moving smoothly right here. This is the 5 at Slauson, southbound side. The taillight's moving away, northbound side just as well. Time saver traffic. We have your update when we come back.
On our next show, hero star Allie Larder.
Girls, the bread!
Then, Love Life in a Rut. We're helping this couple spice things up. And our search begins for the worst kitchen in America.
Today at 9 on CBS 2.
Some car dealers say they're no haggle like CarMax. But are they really no haggle on everything? At CarMax, we clearly mark our prices on every car. And you get that low price without having to work for it. You see all of your finance options up front, so you can choose the right plan for you. And we don't play games with your trade-in. We'll make you an offer good for 7 days. For a no-haggle car buying experience every step of the way, start your search at CarMax. CarMax, the way car buying should be.
You work hard to support your family. Suddenly you get hurt on the job, but at least you know workers' compensation is there to help out. Then you find out the new law makes it harder for you to get benefits. Why? Because some politicians think that protecting insurance company profits is more important than protecting you. I'm Len Jacoby. If you've been injured, you still have rights, and now, more than ever, you need to talk to a lawyer on the Jacoby & Myers Legal Network. Call 1-800-546-4LAW.
What is the Danmer difference? Danmer Custom Shutters is a reliable family-owned company. For over 30 years, we've been handcrafting the highest quality, energy-efficient custom shutters right here in California. Plus, we stand by one unconditional promise.
Treat every customer as if they were our only customer.
Call 1-888-DANMER8 for your free in-home design consultation, and we'll take 25% off your shutters if you mention this television commercial. Call now. There's no obligation for your free consultation at 1-888-DANMER8.
At 1-800-DENTIST, our member dentists aren't just accepting new patients, they welcome them. So if you're looking for a dental practice that feels a little less like a medical office and a lot more like home, call 1-800-DENTIST and ask one of our friendly operators to match you with a gentle, caring dentist near you. And if you've been avoiding the dentist, now might be the time to find out just how much dentistry has changed. Call us today. 1-800-DENTIST. We take every smile personally.
You can run around looking at house after house after house, or you can relax. JustListed.com emails you every home you want to see as soon as it's listed. JustListed.com, where your next home finds you.
Good morning at 5:23. Crowds showing support for 3 Duke lacrosse players accused of sexually assaulting a dancer. More than 100 people marched this weekend. They want all charges dropped, saying the case against the men is weak.
A marina is on the move in Las Vegas. The Overton Beach Marina on Nevada's Lake Mead is being relocated because lake levels there have dropped. Moving crews started the relocation Saturday with several houseboats still at the docks.
It's a morning of breaking news. Here's the latest right now. Look at this big fire very close to downtown Los Angeles, as seen from News Chopper 2. This is at the intersection of 4th and Broadway.
Fire crews on the scene right there. You can see much of the building fully engulfed this morning. This call coming in not too long ago. No word on any injuries, no word on what this structure is. If anyone was inside at the time, we'll keep an eye on this one as these flames continue to burn in downtown Los Angeles.
It's a big fire. This is a retail complex in a retail and industrial section of downtown. It's so-called old downtown LA, just a little bit away from the big high-rise office buildings to the east there. As the sun comes up, you'll see this smoke rising high into the sky as we zoom out right here. But take a look, 4th and Broadway, very close east of downtown Los Angeles. It's going to be shutting down traffic on busy Broadway as people make their way into some of the fabric marts and areas surrounding that right now this morning. That's going to be a tough drive to get in. Hope nobody was hurt. This morning on our Health Beat, an easier way for people to test their blood sugar for diabetes. Patients say constant testing to monitor sugar levels can be the hardest thing about managing the disease. Now an alternative, the continuous glucose monitor, a tiny transmitter worn 24 hours a day that takes continuous blood sugar readings and lets patients know if their blood level is too high or too low. Since failing to maintain the right sugar level can be deadly, this device can be a lifesaver.
There's some diabetic patient who goes into low blood sugar reaction and they don't have symptoms of low blood sugar to warn them.
Oh, I see every day at 3 p.m. my sugar's getting a little high. I can take care of that.
Doctors say the monitors are not as accurate as the finger prick readings, but are pretty close. The device can cost as much as $1,000 per unit and generally is not covered by insurance.
As you said, a busy morning. We'll keep an eye on that fire, plus a SWAT situation unfolding. This is CBS 2 News.
I'm Kimberly Plummer in the Fairfax District. I'll tell you about a new twist on an old game. That story coming up next.
And also we welcome Kimberly Plummer to our CBS 2 News. Right here, a big scare for local residents when a car crashes into their bedroom, and an even bigger surprise, who was behind the wheel? We'll show you what happened coming up.
And happy Monday, everyone. You'll also get your time saver traffic update. This happens to be the 101 right around Violent. Traffic is in great shape there. We'll have the rest of your drive coming up shortly.
And let's take a look. Santa Monica from our camera in Malibu. It's a Monday morning, folks. Back to work. Get up. It's going to be a beautiful day. We'll have the 2-view Doppler weather forecast for you coming your way as CBS 2 News continues.
CBS 2 News is sponsored in part by your local Acura dealer.
The Acura TL, retuned. Introducing the high-performance TL Type S. Acura. Advance.
Homeowners, here's good news. Universal Rock Pool and Spa, the area's most wanted builder of pools and spas and remodeling existing pools, now offers free estimates. Simply call 1-800-215-9394. And if you call now, you'll receive a free color brochure. Remember, you're not ordering. You're not obligated. You're just calling for further free information. Universal Rock Pool and Spas, 1-800-215-9394.
What's your reason for calling Empire today for your new carpet? Shop at home convenience? We'll bring brand name samples to your home so you can choose the color and texture that's just right for you. Immediate installation? Empire will install your new carpet next day. On a budget? Save with warehouse direct prices plus no payments till April 2008. Shop at home, next day installation, and no payments till April 2008. All great reasons to call Empire today. Call now.
800-588-2300 Empire.
Today.
Want up to $4,536 back this year as an earned income tax credit? You gotta know if you're eligible. You gotta go talk to your people at H&R Block.
Hey, Mom. I'm at Jimmy's house. Can I stay for dinner? Yes, his parents are home. Yeah, dinner. Hold on.
She doesn't believe me.
Carol? Yeah, we're all having dinner. Together.
A real meal on a weeknight? What a shocker. Pick up a 9-piece bucket of the Colonel's famous drumsticks and thighs, the juiciest, most flavorful chicken, now only $6.99. And don't forget the 99-cent KFC fish snacker. Bring back dinner at KFC.
From CBS 2 Los Angeles, Ken Shocknick, Suzanne Rico, Henry DiCarlo with weather, and Vera Jimenez with time-saver traffic. You're watching CBS 2 News at 5 a.m.
It is the California Raffle. The California Lottery's first $1 million raffle begins today. You might want to get your ticket early. It's the newest game, and it's for a limited time only. We'll explain in a live report.
2 people are hurt this morning after a car crashes right into a house. A rude awakening, and you won't believe who was behind the wheel. We'll show you more of what happened.
Fiery habanero? Yeah, those are hot.
And as promised, the big buzz this morning isn't just for the Super Bowl game, but the Super Bowl commercials. We've got some of the favorites from yesterday's big game, and there were plenty to pick from, weren't there?
They're always funny. Good morning and welcome back to CBS 2 News. I'm Suzanne Rico.
I'm Ken Shocknick. Some were serious, some were violent. It's just like working around this place.
Hey.
With Henry DiCarlo and Vera Jimenez. Thanks for letting us join you. It's Monday, February 5th.
Well, I can tell you, the violent ones might be over there, Kent. They're on the losing end of the game. You never know.
They lost the bet.
Oh, ouch. Here we go. Let's head outside, folks. We have a great forecast for you if you like some warm weather. And let's face it, we love warm weather come February, don't we? I mean, we are talking some record temps. Santa Monica. It's a Monday, but you might have a few more visitors out there along the pier today. Why not? A beach day, temperatures on the rise. 59 right now downtown, 53 in Ontario, Oxnard 54. There are a lot of places across the country that would love to have our temperatures that we're seeing right now for an afternoon high. They could only wish. 8 a.m., 64, noon, 78. And look at that. Break out the shorts for the kids, 85 by the afternoon. I'll be back with a look at your 5-day forecast. But first, here's Vera with a look at time saver traffic.
Thank you, Henry, and good morning, everyone. Right now, we are getting a live look at the Ontario area. This is the 15 right around Harupa, both north and southbound, moving in great shape. No incidents or accidents to tell you about through that stretch. In fact, most of the Inland Empire still looks like this, which is great news. Let's go ahead and flip over to the maps and see what else we have in store for you. What about the drive heading north along the 405? Also, no incidents or accidents. That usual pocket of slowing there, that's just construction work between the Marina Freeway, between the 90 and the 10. Hopefully, they'll be picking up right around 6 a.m., which means those delays should thin out through that stretch. The 10 east and westbound between the Mid-City Drive. Not bad at all. And the 60, take a look at that, moving a little bit better. We usually have a slow pocket through the Diamond Bar area, but so far still moving at least 40 miles per hour, and that's time saver traffic.
Vera, thanks for that. Breaking news is our big story at 5:30 a.m. Right now, an update on this fire that has been raging in a 2-story building at 4th and Broadway in downtown Los Angeles. This call came in about half an hour ago. News Chopper 2 first on the scene as this building quickly became fully engulfed. We are looking at News Chopper 2's live picture right now as fire crews continue to pour water, trying to get a handle on this out-of-control fire. Now, this area is a commercial part of downtown. It's part of the old downtown section. It's not residential or office space. Again, commercial building. We understand there are some shops and businesses underneath this. No reports of any injuries or how this fire started. But again, as you can see, lots of water being poured on this fire as they try to get a handle on it. It's fully engulfed right now. Flames shooting out of the roof of this building, 4th and Broadway in downtown Los Angeles. We'll keep you posted throughout the morning here on CBS 2.
Traffic being rerouted in that area and here as well with more breaking news. An update on a story you first saw in our 5 o'clock hour. This is out of Westminster, where police are looking for a gunman right now who opened fire on officers. This is in Orange County, and a live look at the police barricade right at this moment. Police called into the intersection of 13th Street and Pacific in Westminster after a fight involving about a dozen people. When authorities arrived, everyone scattered. Officers followed one suspect into an apartment. That's when someone opened fire on police. That's when police evacuated dozens of people and brought in the SWAT team. This is the 7800 block of 13th Street. They continue looking for the gunman here in Westminster. As we get more details on this story as well, we'll bring them to you right here on CBS 2 News.
Time is 5:33 right now, and a favorite fundraiser for churches and schools goes big time today as the California Lottery launches its new $1 million raffle. The new game is expected to generate millions for public schools in a 40-day frenzy of ticket buying. This morning, CBS 2's Kimberly Plummer is live at Farmers Market in LA LA's Fairfax district with details. Kimberly, good morning.
Good morning, Suzanne. Are you feeling lucky? Get your $5 out. That's how much it'll cost you, the minimum price to buy a California raffle ticket. Now, instead of the Super Lotto game, which we're all familiar with, the odds are only 1 in $175 million for this. But now when you play this game, the raffle, the odds are a simple 1 in 500,000. The tickets are limited and time is short. Starting this morning, 5 million raffle tickets go on sale at your local lottery retailers across the state. You have until 6 p.m. St. Patrick's Day, March 17th to try and beat the odds.
Everybody wants a chance at something.
The lottery will choose up to $10 million winners. If you buy early, you'll also have 4 different chances to win $10,000. You get 1 raffle number for each $5, and for every $20 you spend on a ticket, 1 number is free. The maximum ticket price is $100. What would you do with the money if you won?
My husband would be off the truck, for one thing. He's 74 years old, still driving an 18-wheeler. Every day, I still work at a beauty shop.
Lottery officials hope the raffle will attract people who don't usually play because there's not a lot of rules you have to figure out. Reporting live this morning in the Fairfax district, I'm Kimberly Plummer, CBS 2 News.
Kimberly, thanks for the reports and welcome to CBS 2 News. If you're a longtime morning viewer in this town, you know Kimberly is a veteran morning reporter. We're glad she's part of our team. The time right now is 5:35. 2 people hospitalized this morning after a car crashes into their bedroom. All of this happening early this morning in Riverside. Look at the result. Firefighters say a juvenile was behind the wheel of the car and backed it into a house. The car crashed into a bedroom, and 2 women inside were pinned under the car in the debris. Firefighters rescued them and rushed them to the hospital. A 54-year-old woman has cuts to her face. An 83-year-old woman has a broken leg. Police right now are interviewing the juvenile driver.
A warning for you this morning if you're getting ready to begin your commute. Part of Topanga Boulevard will be narrowed to 1 lane because Caltrans is starting a repaving project there. The work will be done on Topanga from Santa Maria Road to View Ridge Road between 10 a.m. and 3 in the afternoon. This project should be completed by this summer.
Dangerous armed holdups happening at local pharmacies. Tonight on CBS 2 News at 11, the reason why. Here's CBS 2's David Goldstein.
The man at the counter isn't filling a prescription the normal way. He's using a gun. Watch the store surveillance videotape. It shows the brazen robber allegedly pulling a pistol out of his waistband, walking around the counter, then putting it within inches of the pharmacist's head. At another pharmacy, this man puts a knife to a female employee's throat, then waves it at others while making his demands. They fill up his bag. He eventually lets the employee go unharmed. They're not eyeing the cash register. They're not interested in money. This is what they want.
Don't miss our exclusive investigation on CBS 2 News tonight at 11 p.m.
And breaking news, we want to get you up to date on this fire that's been burning in downtown Los Angeles.
Alex Calder over the scene in News Chopper 2. Alex, we can see thick plumes of smoke, and this is really going to shut down the drive in downtown Los Angeles during the early portion this morning.
I tell you what, it's going to be a real mess in the commute downtown LA this morning as we show you a shot of this fire. It's working at 4th and Broadway. It's a 2-story commercial building, and we've been listening to the LA City Fire channels this morning. The fire actually eventually consuming the roof. Commanders on scene calling for all their units to get off of the roof. We'll pull out and show you. There's another shot, by the way, from our other helicopter that is also overhead, showing you just how actively this fire is burning at this hour. Again, commanders calling for everyone to get out of the building and off of the roof. And so for right now, the fire again, now greater alarm status, LA City Fire with 150 firefighters on the ground. This fire will be burning for some time. That's the latest overhead News Chopper 2. I'm Alex Calder. Back to you.
Rapidly becoming the biggest story of the morning, so certainly we're going to keep you updated. If your drive takes you toward downtown Los Angeles, we'll help you around as well. But that's a very, very big fire. Still don't know the cause.
Taking no chances, though, calling their people off. At 5:38, moviegoers, we're looking for a good scare this weekend. We're going to run down the box office numbers for you. Coming up.
And also still to come, busted by the bracelet, the new tool judges already are using to keep track of drunk drivers. Still to come.
And And happy Monday, everyone. Outside, you are taking a look at the Upland area. This is the 210 right around campus. Looking great there. We'll have the rest of your drive coming up shortly.
Remarriages on the verge of divorce.
This is what I come home to every day. Now I'm pissed.
Dr. Phil's Man Camp.
If you think you're going to intimidate me, that's nothing but a bunch of punk mouth. Today at 4 on CBS 2.
Tonight at 11, you're seeing some of the most brazen robberies ever caught on tape. But these thieves aren't after money. They're after OxyContin. See how far these addicts will go to get their hands on it. Tonight at 11 on CBS 2 News.
Is expecting candy, she'd rather have diamonds. Give her both with Crescent's Valentine's Day gift box filled with candy and this diamond circle of hearts pendant that says how much you love her. All just $99 at Crescent Jewelers.
It's been 50 years of quality, of durability, of unmatched reliability. It's Toyota's 50th anniversary. Celebrate with an incredible $2,500 cash back on all remaining new 06 Toyota Tundras, Tacomas, and Siennas. Yes, it's your last chance to get $2,500 factory cash back on an 06 Tundra, Tacoma, or Sienna. 50th anniversary savings at your Southern California Toyota dealer today.
It's basketball magic. The world-famous Harlem Globetrotters. Experience the ball-handling wizardry of America's most loved basketball team. For unforgettable family fun, there's nothing like it. The Harlem Globetrotters, brought to you by Campbell's Soup Company.
Coming to the Honda Center Saturday, February 17th at 2 and 7:30 p.m. And the Staples Center Monday, February 19th at 1 p.m. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com and HarlemGlobetrotters.com.
Is the IRS keeping you up at night? Are you afraid of losing everything? Don't let the IRS control your life.
Hello, I'm John Harris, president of J.K. Harris & Company. The IRS can attach your wages, your pension, your savings, even your Social Security checks. If penalties and interest have made your IRS problem go from bad to worse, call us now.
Call the IRS experts at J.K. Harris now for your free confidential tax settlement analysis.
Call 1-800-893-0344.
Let her fall in love with you all over again with diamonds from Crescent at savings of up to 50% off store-wide. Like these beautiful half-carat round and baguette diamond rings. Your choice, just $149 at Crescent Jewelers.
Good morning, it's 5:41. Stocks start the morning mixed. The Dow closed down 20 points to end last week at 12,653. Still pretty good. The Nasdaq closed up 7, 24.75. OPEC members may cut oil production. Word this morning, crude oil prices, which increased nearly $2 in the last session to top $59 a barrel. Analysts blaming a cold snap in the Northeast. We'll have this morning's early trading after the opening bell in our 6:30 half hour.
And right now, back to our big breaking news story. We've got new information on this big fire burning in downtown Los Angeles.
News Chopper 2, first over the scene, Alex Calder now with the newest pictures. And Alex, we can see these fire trucks all over on every city side street around.
I tell you, this is a real mess downtown LA. If your drive takes you towards the northern portion of the downtown LA business district, you're going to have some real issues as you make your way into work today. This is happening on Broadway between 4th and 5th, and I was showing you a wide shot there to show you just how much smoke is coming off this fire. Now we'll push in and show you that this strip of Broadway inhabited with several smaller businesses there. It is a 2-story structure. And again, LA City fire crews on scene doing their best to get this greater alarm fire knocked down. So far, the roof has burned completely away. About a half an hour ago, we heard fire commanders on scene asking for their units to evacuate the roof and to get out of the building. This fire taking off, and as a result, they got all their units to safety there. Again, it's a greater alarm. 150 firefighters on the ground. The fire continues to burn here in downtown LA. Reporting live, I'm Alex Calder. Back to you.
All right, Alex, keep us posted. Thanks for the live update there. At 5:42, it was a slow weekend at the box office since most Americans were preoccupied with the Super Bowl. But the creepy thriller The Messengers debuted as the top movie.
There's something in my house.
Ma'am, are you alone?
No,
The Messengers follows a city family that moves into a haunted house in the country. That took in $14.5 million. The new Diane Keaton-Mandy Moore comedy, Because I Said So, came in second place, earning $13 million. Last week's #1 film, Epic Movie, fell into 3rd place, and rounding out the top 5, Night at the Museum and Smokin' Aces.
As you said, Super Bowl viewing cut into attendance at the theaters. 5:43. They get just as much attention as the game itself. Coming up, we're going to take a look at some of this year's biggest Super Bowl commercials.
Still to come, dozens of greyhound dogs rescued. Now they need homes right here in California. We'll update you there.
And good morning, everyone. We're going to take you out live looking towards Santa Monica. It is going to be a fantastic day. Get ready for record temps. I'll have details in a minute.
Only KNX 1070 gives you extended traffic on the 5s for Los Angeles and Orange counties. KNX 1070 News Radio.
Today at 5 on CBS 2 News.
I'm Paul Major. Some call it healthy, others say it's a radical form of starvation. A trendy diet claims to help you stay younger and live longer. But is it a recipe for disaster? Today at 5.
Bankruptcy, foreclosure, a repossession. Not a lot to work with now, is it?
When you have bad credit, trying to get approved at a big dealership can make you feel pretty small. Go online instead to goforapproval.com from Drive Time. Get back on the road and your credit back on track. Goforapproval.com from Drive Time. It's tax refund time again, so there's no better time to go to Drive Time. Use your refund as down payment on that high-quality used car you need.
Approved, approved, approved.
The world might not be made for you, but Men's Warehouse is. We have an extensive big and tall selection at prices that won't knock you out. You're gonna like the way you look. I guarantee it.
We've got a guy who claims he's captured a Mercurian. Finally, living, breathing proof that Mercury insurance rates are so low because it's run by aliens from the planet Mercury.
There you go.
That's an armadillo.
Call 888-4MERCURY or visit mercurytheory.com.
Hey, Southern California, I'm here to introduce you to Time Warner Digital Cable, the whole new way to watch TV. Let me show you some of the great new stuff you can get, like hundreds of digital channels with crystal clear picture and CD quality sound, and all the programming you could want, from sports to kids shows to movies and much, much more. Call now. You'll also get an exclusive video-on-demand library for free. It's loaded with hundreds of hours of TV shows, music videos, amazing movies, more of what you love, available anytime you want. Plus, access a complete lineup of high-definition channels. Wow, that looks great. Get all this and more for as low as $39.95 a month with free installation when you call today. If you order digital cable now, you can get Time Warner Cable's high-speed online for only $19.95 a month, also with free installation. It's blazing fast, so switch from DSL now. Call 888-TW-CABLE and order today.
Welcome back to Time 546 update for you right now on this big breaking news story, this huge fire near downtown Los Angeles.
Some fire crews have been told to get off the roof and stand back because it is fully engulfed. Let's get an update now from Alex Calder in News Chopper 2, first over the scene. Alex.
That's right. All crews now off the roof and out of the building. The roof completely burned away here. This fire burning on Broadway. They're calling it the Broadway incident here between 4th and 5th, and I'm going to give you an idea of just the scope of how this is going to impact your ride as we pull out here. That's Broadway on the right portion of your screen and Spring Street on the left. We've got fire crews all along all of these streets down here battling this fire. Again, 150 firefighters on the ground. And one quick interesting side note, we're listening to the LA City Fire channels. They're getting a lot of reports of smoke alarms going off in buildings adjacent to this area, all due to that heavy smoke as it makes its way south, driven by the wind south into downtown LA. But right now, if your commute takes you to the north or eastern portions of the downtown LA business district, put some extra time in your commute there. It's going to be busy. That's the latest overhead News Chapter 2. I'm Alex Calder. Back to you.
Alex, thanks for that. As we check your 2-view Doppler morning weather, it's interesting. Henry's saying because it is a little bit breezy, that's why the smoke is going into those smoke detectors nearby.
Anyway, it's going to be a mess traffic-wise.
They head into downtown, yeah.
Yeah, but we can look on the bright side, right, this morning and focus on another beautiful day.
Record high temps?
Yeah, a very bright side. I mean, plenty of sunshine, record temps. Now, we are getting a little bit of an offshore flow, so the breeze is picked up. As Alex mentioned, yeah, it is a little breezy there, and we're going to see that. Of course, we saw it yesterday. It made for a fantastic day. Not a fantastic day yesterday for folks in New York. We're going to take you out. Snow emergency, declared in northwestern New York. This is near the Buffalo area. Boy, the state was slammed with a brutal winter weather system and more than a foot of snow. And you can see whiteout conditions. Well, at least this is what was left behind from those whiteout conditions. We had about 40 miles of the New York thruway that was shut down. It's just south of Buffalo yesterday, and it's not over yet. They have another 4 feet of snow expected this morning. So we go from the northeast, and we're going to move over to the west, where things are looking good. In fact, 53 in La Habra, 57 right now in Inglewood. Temperatures elsewhere, well, this is what we have for you. We are looking at, as we switch over to the other computer, please, we are looking at lots of 50s and 60s. 50 in Fullerton, 53 in Ontario, 53 Van Nuys. High today of 86 degrees. And look at that, if we hit 86, we will be 2 degrees above our record of 84 set back in 1954. The sunrise, no problem finding the sunrise this morning. Comes up at 6:47. Skies will be clear as we are looking at a nice ridge of high pressure still with us. Boy, that warm weather really kicked in over the weekend. It stays with us once again today, and high pressure will bring us some great weather throughout the afternoon. Notice a little bit of a marine layer, but that offshore flow keeping that out over the Pacific. So we are not looking for much change for us today as we are looking for those temperatures to be on the rise. Now tomorrow we start to see that onshore push come back, and it does cool down the temperatures, but we're still above average. 74 is just fine. Wednesday back to average. Thursday and Friday a few more clouds setting us up for a chance of rain. Saturday night into Sunday, so just enjoy the forecast while it lasts. Looks great through the rest of the week. How about traffic? Hopefully it's looking great. Here's Vera to fill us in.
Well, Henry, thank you very much. Time saver traffic not looking bad. This is the Upland area. This is the 210 east and westbound. The cars heading towards you is the westbound side. And you can see that it is a little bit crowded, but moving just fine. No incidents or accidents to report through this stretch. Let's go ahead and switch over to the maps. We do have a brand new problem on the southbound side of the 5 before you get to the Santa Clarita Valley. Just outside of it, towards the top of your screen there, that is the southbound side of the 5, pretty close to Valencia. And so things are going to be a little distracting there. Southbound side of the 14 already starting to load up. Maybe not as far back as Golden Valley Road, but almost to that point. And then as you continue south of there, it actually looks great. Here's a look at Orange County. Still very quiet, both north and southbound along the 5 towards the bottom of your screen there. A little slow right around Oso Parkway. It could just be a stalled car or something that will be gone by the time you get there. And that's Time Saver Traffic. And Suzanne, back to you.
All right, Vera, thanks so much for that. At 5:50 this morning, busted by the bracelet. A new alcohol detector could be coming soon to a court near you. Take a look. This ankle bracelet keeps track of the amount of alcohol a person is drinking by measuring the alcohol vapors in their sweat. The bracelet monitors people convicted of drunk driving or other offenses involving alcohol, and it's being used right now by judges in Bellevue, Washington.
It protects the public from the chronic alcoholic and the repeat offender.
Now, the bracelet tests a person's alcohol level every hour of every day. If the person fails a test, the device sends an email right to the judge, who then issues an arrest warrant.
The Colts won the game. A corn chip won the contest. For the first time in Super Bowl history, some commercials were the work of amateurs. Doritos held a nationwide contest, and out of 1,000 entries, this morning here is its Super Bowl winner. Live the Flavor, made by a 22-year-old and a 21-year-old from North Carolina. The winners say they spent $12.96 to make that ad. Now they're taking home a $10,000 prize.
You know, I watched the game, but I was so busy chasing my 1.5-year-old around, I missed all the commercials. So I'm glad to get caught up with that one.
We'll show highlights throughout the day.
Funny stuff. At 5:52, their racing days are over, and now these greyhounds are looking for new homes here in California. We have that story coming up.
When you head to your computer today, let's blog. Today, the Super Bowl lie. Go to CBS2.com, scroll down to blogs, and click.
New at 6 a.m., they moved into the home for the view, but now this family says it just isn't worth it. Their house could fall down this hillside any minute. We have their story for you.
You worried about who might have access to your telephone number? The solution now could be a disposable phone number. Callers can't trace your personal information. We'll show you how it works. New at 6 a.m.
CBS 2 News is sponsored in part by Nissan, who invites you to shift the way you move through the world.
Severe ceiling hair, another tragic side effect of autoclaustrophobia, and a good reason to give the new Nissan Versa sedan a try.
A new extended relief formula with best-in-class headroom and best-in-class interior space.
That works for me.
Plus, the same long-lasting gas pump relief as Versa hatchback.
The Nissan Versa sedan. It'll put an end to autoclaustrophobia once and for all. Ask your Nissan dealer if Versa is right for you.
I love bubbles.
At 1-800-DENTIST, our member dentists aren't just accepting new patients, they welcome them. So if you're looking for a dental practice that feels a little less like a medical office and a lot more like home, call 1-800-DENTIST and ask one of our friendly operators to match you with a gentle, caring dentist near you. And if you've been avoiding the dentist, now might be the time to find out just how much dentistry has changed. Call us today. 1-800-DENTIST. We take every smile personally.
Traffic on the 101's backed up as usual, and it might be an hour or so.
Break away from your everyday and escape to Pechanga, Southern California's favorite four-diamond resort casino. From gourmet to buffet, Pechanga caters to every taste with 8 sumptuous restaurants and all your favorite games. Lady Luck has never been so close.
Honey, wake up, honey. I think you've had too much sun.
Pechanga Resort and Casino, close to you, far from your everyday.
No two people are the same, which becomes obvious as soon as they share a bed. That's why we created the Sleep Number bed. It allows each person to set their side of the bed to their sleep number, which is their level of ideal firmness. A sleep number is the key to a perfect night's sleep. The Sleep Number bed by Select Comfort. Call 1-800-SLEEP-NUMBER.
Chopper 2 aerial coverage brought to you by Stater Brothers, the low price leader.
At 5:55, 40 greyhounds are now looking for new homes.
They arrived in Sacramento after a 10-hour trip from Mexico where they had been used for racing.
They're too old now, and a greyhound rescue group is trying to pair the pooches up with some good homes.
Approximately 20,000 a year are destroyed from these racing facilities. So I thought rather than buying a new dog or getting one through the SPCA that I would join the Greyhound organization.
So these are the lucky ones. And by the way, greyhounds make great pets, but they have to be kept warm because look, they're so skinny, they get cold easily, kind of like me.
Easy to understand, right? They don't have much meat on their bones.
Ooh.
Now here's a look at what's coming up this morning on CBS 2 News at 6 a.m.
We've got a live update this morning on our breaking news story, this big fire near downtown Los Angeles. A live look coming up.
Oh, and weather that a greyhound could love. We're in the 80s today. I'll have your forecast coming up.
And we'll also have a look at your drive. This is the 210 through the Inland Empire. The rest of your time saver traffic is coming up.
We've got another breaking news story. We're keeping a close eye on a police search in Westminster. Who are they looking for? We'll take you there live when we come back. CBS 2 News is next at 6 a.m.
My old dandruff shampoo wasn't into black, so I switched to Selsun Blue.
Doctor recommended for flakes and itch for healthier hair and scalp.
Never wear black without the blue. Selsun Blue.
Who knows what danger lurks in your plumbing? 80-do. Plumbing problems, heating problems. Call who? 80-do. Replace old fixtures, clean those drains. Who can do? 80-do. Fast, reliable service. 1-800-554-5858 gets who? 80-do. Since 1949, AD Plumbing and Heating. You never know when it will happen. 80-do. That's who.
Caught the blonde peeking.
Dude, what do we do?
Can I get you guys anything else?
Yes, I'd like to send your finest Clubhouse triple-decker sandwich over to the booth in the corner. And go ahead and throw in a super salad, whichever they prefer. It's only 99 cents, right?
Nice.
Hey, it always works.
Norm's Restaurants, where life happens.
What's up, chumps?
I thought we got rid of him.
We wanted to,
But he's the only one who knows how to fix our computers.
Hey, Steve.
Dude, I'm on my break.
But my computer crashed.
Hey, can you shut my door?
Tired of your tech support? Finally, there's a better way. Introducing Staples EasyTech. Now get Windows Vista at Staples and have our experts install it free. Staples, that was easy.
Driving home from work one night, my wife is seriously injured when an SUV broadsides her. She spends weeks in the hospital. Now the insurance company's making us an offer. But we're not sure if they're really looking out for us. Who's on our side? And who can we trust?
Jacoby & Myers, because the insurance company is not on your side. To be sure you're treated fairly, call Jacoby & Myers Legal Network. We've been on your side for more than 30 years. 1-800-546-4LAW.
Anna Nicole, our new interview about the paternity test. Next ET.
From CBS 2 Los Angeles, Suzanne Rico, Ken Shocknick, Henry DiCarlo with weather, and Vera Jimenez with time saver traffic. You're watching CBS 2 News at 6 a.m.